This is the new caribou, the Honorable Sir David, Emperor of Salt Lake City, Sultan of Utah, spiritual advisor to questioning Mormons, the Bard extraordinaire, supreme being, Alpha and Omega. You know, I keep thinking I've seen it all. I just keep thinking, week after week, I've seen it all. I love the Mormons. I love the Mormons. They're great people. They just they're just so sexually inhibited. This is a vagina out of the panties story. The men and the women. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you're anywhere around the Mormons and they have a vagina or a penis, you're not safe. You're not safe. Okay, yeah, let's go to Australia. Let's go to Australia. You know, it's not just Utah, but it seems to be just Mormons. You know, it's not just Mormons, but they seem to be there in a bigger proportion here, don't they? This is coming from, it's theage.com.au, and this is in Victoria. Okay, so here's the name of the, I guess it's Victoria. Female teacher pleads guilty to sex charge. Now, like I said, this goes on daily in Utah. Australia, I'm not an expert on Australia. I do live here, and this is embarrassing. We do have some Mormons that hump kangaroos, but the kangaroos don't report it much. So we have no real statistics down here. A committed Christian school teacher fell off the tracks when she sexually abused a teenage girl in her care, a court has heard. The girl was living with the former teacher, her husband, and 3 children when 6 months of the abuse began, in the Victoria County Court was told. Defense banister, I guess a banister is a, it's not, you know, something you slide down. Well, maybe it is in Australia. This girl was at the pre-sentence trial. What happened was opportunistic. Well, what isn't when it comes to child molestation? To a predator, it is an opportunity. The accused, a Mormon, was teaching Sunday school when she met the victim at age 11. Now, this is a young age for a female to go after a victim, but, you know, the girl whose parents were separated was 15 and living with the secondary school teacher when she was abused in 2009. On Friday, the teacher pleaded guilty to performing an indecent act with a child under 16, sexual penetration of a child under 16, indecent act with a 16-year-old, and sexual penetration of a 16-year-old while the victim was under her care and supervision and authority. And let's see, she was the victim was visited as she slept in the they call it a lodge room. You know, again, I just learned so many things doing this program. I think that's a living room. 3 to 5 times a week, kissing and touching her. Well, evidently she was doing more than kissing or touching her, because she's in jail. The offending occurred at the offender's family home during a short trip away, and escalated to sexual penetration. The victim told a doctor, and the doctor reported it to police. They want to give her 4 years in prison, so it's a little different down there than 4 days in Utah. So maybe the lady came from Utah and thought she was only going to get four days, but she's getting 4 years evidently. Let's see. It's interesting the way they write in another country. What is truly extraordinary about this case is the 2 of them lived cheek by jowl in the same house. Now, cheek by jowl, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure what a cheek by jowl. I guess that's your cheek by her mouth. So they live close together. I guess that's what they're saying here. They sat and talked for hours every night. They were confidants. She couldn't talk to her husband, so she went into the teenager. She did more than talked, evidently. She got her vagina out. She was raised a Christian, a strict Christian girl. Well, she wasn't a Mormon then, was she? At that time. He said the teacher's marriage broke down. He said his client helped educate the girl and obtain counseling for her to right the wrong she had done. Well, at least, I don't know, maybe she made a reasonable effort. Maybe she just shouldn't have done it. The accused also wrote a letter to her victim saying, "What I did was wrong, I used you, and I shouldn't have." Well, it's true. Anyway, let me come back to myself here. There we are, Joseph Smith. When I came to myself again in the first vision, I thought that you just weren't safe in Utah. You know, the light man, he's failed. There's no light on. And ordinarily, I get up to put the light on, but I don't have my pants on. Just underwear. It's 4:30 in the morning. Give me a break here. Give me a break. Welcome to the bipolar world. Light man. Light man. I can't get back there. Anyway, I thought it was just Utah. The light sentences in Utah and the availability of so many children and penises that have nothing better to do. But evidently, it's not just the state of Utah. It seems to be the state of Mormonism. When you have a group of sexually repressed people, I don't care if they're men or women, they are going to screw inanimate objects, children, trees, bumpers of the car, horses. It doesn't matter. If you are around a Mormon, you get yourself a chastity belt, because your genitalia is never safe, whether you're sleeping or awake. And if you're a horse, get on another horse and ride the hell out of town. Oh my gosh, another vagina out of the panties story. I love the Mormons.